Hello, hello, hello to all of my beautiful people. Yay, yay. Back again. Hey, but you know what? Today, I got a real beautiful treat for you today. I was able to do something yesterday, June 30, June 29th, that I wanted to do for quite some time, and that is get up to Jerusalem. Not just Jerusalem, but the old city in Jerusalem. You know, the place they call, those that know, the city of David, where the Dome of the Rock is at. Now, I had two major objectives. Number one, I wanted to get up to that dome and get in there, right? Because the dome is seen all over the world. And by now, practically everybody that knows, when they see that dome, that gold dome, boom, that's Jerusalem. But what's under that gold dome is the thing that most people outside of being, Palestinian, Muslim, don't know. But I've been fortunate enough to go in there. But it was 27 years ago. Now, what's happening is that area is controlled by the Palestinians. And then you got down there on the bottom where that Wailing Wall where the Jewish people at. And they don't mix. Now, 27 years ago, when I was there, it was set up differently. Okay, what happened is the Israeli police are at the entranceway going up to the courtyard. You see, when you go through those long walkways going into the old city up to the dome, just as you get to the entrance of the courtyard where you walk out and then you go up a few steps and then you're up there where the dome entrance at, the entrance to the Dome of the Rock. You got polices now checking to make sure you're in fact Palestinian. Well, when I went 27 years ago, it wasn't like that. There was no police. You just walk up there and there was a Palestinian brother at the door, and he would speak and ask you, in Arabic. And I spoke with him in Arabic a few words. He said, "Go on in." And so when I got in there, it's incredible decor. I mean, just ancient. And cell phone wasn't it? I didn't even have a cell phone those days. That was so many years ago, like 27 years ago. Nevertheless, I didn't take a camera because I was up there on some another business and I had some time, so I walked over there and I went in. Now, for those of you all that's never been in there and don't know what's under that Dome of the Rock, it's just like it said, the Dome of the Rock is a big, huge gold dome over a rock that's up there on that mountain, and it's a huge rock. When I tell you it's huge, and it's slanted, it's a big old, large, flat rock. Okay, and one end is low, like maybe a foot and a half off the ground, and then it angles up to about 3-4 feet, and you could lay a body on there. And in the biblical description, it says that's where, Abraham went to sacrifice Isaac to show his dedication to God. Okay. And so, so the rock is huge, but that flat area, that's not all there is to it. As you walk around the rock, you'll see a set of stairs. And yes, I went down the stairs because I'm there to see. And when you walk down the stairs, you actually up in the rock. That's how huge this thing, and that still wasn't the end because you can clearly see it was going down through the floor. Boom, that's what it was, a rock. But it was inside there is beautiful Islamic decor. Ancient, it's beautiful. That's what's in the rock. I wanted to get in there because we had a cell phone this time. We taking some footage, but I wasn't able to get in there. The next thing is I wanted you to see those brothers and sisters, the black people that actually live in Jerusalem. And see, I made mention of that in the video, and you'll see it as the video play. All right. Now, the significant point about those brothers and sisters is history teaches us that during 70 AD, when the Roman general Titus pillaged Jerusalem, he drove out all the house of Israel, and they migrated westward, and then that's where the great Atlantic slave trade started. But after 70 AD is when that Roman went up in there and took Jerusalem and drove out 11 tribes. The reason why not 12 is because one of the tribes they kept to be their servants. All right. That tribe, they held them in prison in that old city. Okay. And see, now when you say old city, that was it. That was the city of David on top of the mountain in Jerusalem. And it may have been a few other people scattered out around there, but it's no way near like it is today. See, when you talk about cities, you know, you think if you're in America, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, that's a city to what you know, millions and millions of people. But in ancient days, a city could have been 50 people, 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people. That's a whole city. So this city of David, boom, that's what it was. You know, the planet was basically empty. Nevertheless, you had those brothers and sisters that are, in fact, the direct lineage of the house of Israel. And then you have to wrap your mind around this. Because what I'm about to share with you, you probably have to take a moment and think and kind of internalize it. What I'm saying to you is that the Roman general, according to history, drove out the house of Israel, except one tribe. The tribe that they kept them locked up in jail cells that we know of today, prison. And those brothers and sisters, believe it or not, you have to wrap your mind around it. They were born and born and born and born in generation until today they are still living in the same place they have been in since King David was on the throne of Israel, since the time that the Roman general drove out the 12 tribes. They kept one tribe. And those are the black people that you will hear me talk about in the video. I want you all to watch the video, pay attention, and see if you can spot them. Now, here's the thing. They don't look like tourists. And you plainly can see the tourists. Tourists dressed like tourists. You know, they had the fanny packs on the front. They got cameras. They got the hats because somebody of them told them the sun. They got water bottles. They got walking shoes. They look like tourists. But these brothers and sisters, they got T-shirts on, some pants, and they strolling around. Slim, dark, you know, look like they're at home. And they are. But they're at home at a level that you can't even comprehend, because I'm telling you that these are the descendants of the 12 tribes, the house of Israel, that never left this land. When you shake these brothers and sisters' hand, you reconnecting yourself back to thousands of years of history. And they're there, okay? And, you know, this is powerful. And that was my second objective, is to connect with them. Now, you have to understand, I want you to understand, I didn't go up there on a political agenda. I didn't go up there on a biblical agenda. I didn't go up there on a historical agenda. I just drove to Jerusalem, popped my cell phone out, and said, I'm going to record this because there are a lot of you that have never seen these things inside of the old city of Jerusalem. You've heard about it, and you probably seen certain things on the TV and on the news. And I know on the news, especially you one of those like mainstream news media, you don't see the real thing. Just like so many of my people in America, black people, don't know that the Pope, the big Pope, billion Catholic, people, bow down to the black Madonna. But when they showing you the pictures and the videos and the news, they never raise that camera up high enough for you to see that black woman that they bowing down to, even Russia. Why is it that it was the Russian that did bring in as many of those African brothers and sisters that the Ukrainian left out there? And I saw the video that they opened a school, turned the heat on. They let as many of them African brothers and sisters they could get up in there. They gave them fresh clothes. They got showers. They got warm food and beds. And the guy said, how can you leave these people out here? It's freezing cold. It's too cold for people to be out there. We don't even want to be in that cold. So they can stay here as long as they need to until their country come and get them. It was the Russians that did that they wiped that information off the internet. And listen to this. It's been times that, we've heard that Russia trained and supported the African brothers and sisters to defend themselves against that Euro-Gentile colonization and all that. But did you know history shows us that when it comes to Russia, the Russian people bow down to black deities in their churches today? I got to pull that video up. I'm going to pull that video up and I'm going to show you that in the church, every single deity that you call Jesus, Mary Magdalene, all of them are black in the Russian church. Many of them all across Russia. You know, that part way up there you never hear about. They bowing and giving kavod and homage to black people. Here's the last point. The Russian language, the language they're speaking today, was created by an African brother. Yeah. His name was Alexander. If my memory serves me correct, Alexander Pushkin. Alexander Pushkin. But a lot of Russians, they name Alexander. So, being that an African Edenic brother put that language together, every time they open their mouth and speak their language of Russia, they're actually connecting to the vibration and energy of Africa. Over here, I have a lot of Russian friends. Right? You get on the job and they climb up to you real cool. I mean, like they was waiting on you me to show up. Hey, my brother, and be serious, invite you to their house, doing all kind of stuff. And you're like, man, what? But when you understand that energy of them speaking Nostrovia, Chak Dela, Harashut, Spasiva, Dovre Utra, the African brother created that. Listen, if he hadn't created the Russian language, they would be speaking French now. And so every time you open your mouth, they open their mouth and they speak in their language. They are speaking African Edenic language created by an African brother. That's powerful. The Russians. And so they were the one that took in a lot of those brothers and sisters from Africa that the Ukrainian left in the cold. Now, I say I wasn't going to get political and all that, sometimes get a little caught up. But I did this video, moved by the Spirit. I went out yesterday, Thursday, June 29th. I got up in there about 10:30 in the morning. And all I wanted to do was just walk around and show you what it looked like walking down Old Street in Jerusalem. Okay? The video gonna give you a lot of explanation. You'll be able to see it, but I just want to give you a little warm up to let you know that I know there's going to be people to see this and say, oh, you should have said that, you should have said this. Well, I'm not should have saying nothing from nobody's position. I'm not taking no side. I'm just a brother walking through Jerusalem. That's it. That's it. The Hebrew thing, the biblical thing, the Jesus, the what's the other people, the Catholic, all that's up in there. Every single religion that's claiming to be about something is claiming some portion of Jerusalem as their capital, their spiritual capital. You can find them all up in there, from the Armenian to the Roman, the Catholic, Christian, everybody. But that ain't why I was up in there. I just went up in there for you, the person that's never seen it. You understand? I wasn't able to get in the Dome of the Rock because the police was there making sure everybody went up there was Palestinian. Because, you know, it's a real political thing. Anytime, any moment, any second, something can jump off up in there. So that's them. That ain't my issue. I just wanted you to see because I thought it would be interesting for you. And then in closing, there's another brother here. He and I, we used to do tours all across Israel, but our tours were revealing the African Edenic connection to this land. Just like I told you about the Pope and the Black Madonna. It's a whole lot of other things that shows you how Africans are connected deeply to this Holy Land. Even when they did pillage Jerusalem, these brothers walked 800 miles to come up here, and they brought all kind of gold and wealth, you understand, to purchase Jerusalem and to secure it and hold it until the original Israelites would return home. Now, I'm not going into that because I know my brothers and sisters out there, they're hard on that. But the brother that I did, and then lo and behold, on the way out, I did meet one of the brothers. He happened to be walking right in front of me to go sit in a chair that I had decided to go sit in. And when he turned around, I was there, and he looked, and I looked at him like, whoa, he looked for me. Saw that brother 27 years ago, and I remembered his face. You understand? And, you know, I'll tell the story, and I shook his hand because that brother is one of the brothers that belonged to the house of Israel that never left this land. And why is it that these black people lived there in Jerusalem? Because these Israelis know who they are. And you'll never see them on the news, the TV, or nothing. They make certain not to let you see them. But we know who they are, and we have great relationship with them. They know who we are. We know who they are. We have a great relationship. And so since this trip was just to go and walk through so you all can see the things you never seen before, I talked with the brother. I got his phone number. And so what we agreed to do is like we did 27 years ago. We'll call up, set a time up, and we'll go up specifically to sit and talk with him and his family. There's a room up there that when we would go, we set the time and everything. And when we get to that room, him, the elders, and all those brothers and sisters and babies was there to meet and greet us. And then they take us over there to the prison cells that their ancestors used to live in, and they live in to this day. And there don't be a dry eye in the place, because you can feel the energy. You can feel it. I'm not talking about no spooky stuff. I watched a number of our people break down in tears, just like when we was down in the slave dungeon in Ghana. Same thing. Not a dry eye in the place, because you can feel it. Just that tingle, just that energy. Our ancestors. And so we sit in there and talk with these brothers and sisters, and the elders share the history with us. And they said this was never written because they didn't want the enemies to find out and know these things. It was verbal history that they kept close to their hearts. And they will open up and share with us because they know who we are. Now, all these Europeans running back and forth, claiming whatever. But the direct lineage, like we are, boom, there it is. And let me let the video play. And I hope y'all enjoy it, because I certainly enjoyed it yesterday when I was up there. I'm telling you, I had a ball. I really did. And so we're going to go back and we're going to sit with the brother. And he said, absolutely no problem. Bring your camera, bring your friend, your family, and we'll talk. Okay? So I'm going to start off right here at the top when I first got there with the hello, shalom, and all that. And you'll get to see me at a glance. And then I started to walk. And I'm going to put all this out so you can see it. And I really hope you enjoy it. Okay? Toda. Hello, hello, hello. Ha ha. Yeah, my beautiful people. Woo-wee. Nubian King out here for you today. Look at where I'm at. I got a treat for you all today. Guess what? I am at the famous Damascus Gate in Jerusalem, Israel. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. I parked over there. Weather's nice. So I decided, let's go do something real special for my people. That's a olive tree in Jerusalem. All those trees there, they olive trees too. And I am at the big time international known Damascus Gate in Jerusalem, Israel. Now, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to show y'all this particular gate, one of the gates going into the old city. I wanted to show y'all this gate because when you hear a lot of those news reports about, trouble in Israel, this is the gate right here on the map. You got Damascus Gate, Herald Gate, Lions Gate, the Gate of Mercy, Dung Gate, Tanner's Gate, Zion Gate. Then another one that's well known is Jaffa Gate. And here's the new gate. But today we're at Damascus Gate, right? The reason why.
Richard!
Whoa! أهلا وسهلا كله كويس.
Richard!
إلي خبر شني رجع.
Hello bro.
Hello. وبين شخا؟
تعال لو زي بنت شلي تعال نتصور هون تعال
look. تعال. ميزة. زي خبر ميزة إيش شخا؟
تعالي طلي تعالي خدي صوريني انا وريتشارد
ميزة بخا شخا؟
لا مش بحار ريتشارد على شو اسمه
Where are you from?
امريكا
How are you?
Fine.
ثانك يو ريتشارد ما تعصبه
YouTube.
ها
You know YouTube.
قول له كم
Yeah.
اشترك
يوتيوب.
عنده.
Yeah. وخبر شني هو فين إيتانو.
كان حبيب بعبو داب
كيف؟
منوفائي
أهلا ما شلون خير؟
زي بنت شلي
أيوة كله كويس؟ أيوة حبيبي زبين شلون؟
تعال ريتشارد
ها؟
بوريكا
ما زي؟
بيتزا جبني ايش بدك؟ ما طرت فيه
بلي بصل.
لي بصار ايش جبنا؟
لا فينا بلي فينا ما يسلخ تخينة؟
You famous?
ما زي؟
زيك بينا
Okay.
You famous on the YouTube?
Yeah, this is YouTube. No, زي ما شنيروتي زاتا. زي لخم زاتا.
ريتشارد
ها؟
ريتشارد هي طعمنا من كل شيء عن روح المرأة يا نفرق نحبك ريتشارد قول لا اله الا الله
أهلا.
قول لا اله الا الله
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
قول لا اله الا الله محمد رسول الله
وحبيبي.
قول حبيبي ريتشارد
حبيبي. Yeah.
حبيبي يلا
Okay.
ايش؟ يلا
ما okay. أتلخا.
يلا بعد
Wow, see? نهار سعيد. Now you see that? We work together. And that's really special, because today, just by the Spirit, when I finished what I was doing this morning, my spirit was like, let's go to Jerusalem, let's go to Jerusalem, let's go to Jerusalem. I'm on vacation. So I said, yeah, why not? You know, I feel good. The weather is good. So I took a cruise, came on up to the J. And I had initially went to the other gate on the other side, the Jaffa gate, right? But my spirit was like, let's ride a little further. See if we can find proper parking, cause you know, up in here, you know, everything is for rent, for sale. So I didn't want to just park anywhere. And so my spirit brought me here like, hey man, and I got a real nice parking spot. It's only, let me see, like $3.50 an hour. Okay. All right, now let me get to telling you what I want you to know about this particular gate. The Palestinians, they're on a holiday right now, and the brother that saw me right there, we work together. I guess you gathered that. And so everybody's on a vacation. I operate the crane at the company, and the manager was like, man, we ain't doing nothing. So last Sunday, he said, man, why don't you just come back to work next Sunday? Because we ain't doing nothing. We got a holiday, so you might as well take a vacation. So I did. And here I am in the old city of Jerusalem. He brought me this bread. This is this bread is good. They make this bread. First of all, the bread itself is delicious, nice and soft and tasty. And they spread that za'atar on it with olive oil. Now, if you don't know, the Arabs up in here, the Palestinians, they are world class in growing and manufacturing olive oil. You know, I mean, like, you wouldn't believe the kind of olive oil that when you take the top off of it, you can smell it all across the room. You know, they super good for that. Now, this gate right here, Damascus gate, this is the gate. Okay, we're gonna go in there shortly. But you see this area here, during the month of the Arab holy day, holy month, Ramadan, in the evening, the young guys come here and they come out and eat, relax, and everybody just hang out, you know, here at the Damascus gate. During the time that, you know, we had one of those major bombing campaigns, the Israeli police closed this entrance down. You see, you got a police shelter there and a police shelter here where you couldn't enter this area. So that was a lot of fighting going there. And right across the street, you had the food vendors over there, and those are all Palestinians. You know, very, very important gate. This where the bulk of your tourists come. You know, you have a good bit of them. And as you can see, the Palestinian women strolling around. So we're gonna go on down here. Going down the steps. Get up in here, see what's cracking. Now, what I want to do is get you over by the Dome of the Rock. In Hebrew, they call it Kippah HaZahab. Kippah is like a hat, And Zahab, of course, is gold. Kippah HaZahab, Dome of the Rock. So all these stones up there was during the time that King David was here in Jerusalem. Yep. All these stones, wall, gate, and inside of here, it's the old city. You're gonna see how the old city is all about getting that money. But for me, this is going down memory lane because I haven't been up in here in years. See, they're selling the gold. Alan, كله كويس. أيوة حبيبي. Everything for sale. Get that money. Yeah, everything for sale. Socks, hat, underwear. And people live up in there. Yeah, they up in there. Now, I want to make a point. When I'm walking through here, I want you to look for black people, black children, and you'll be able to spot the tourists because they dress like tourists, they look like tourists, if you see them. But the black children that you see, I'm gonna tell you a story later on. If we be fortunate to run into some, tell you the history on who they are. I want to work my way up to Kippah HaZahab, the Dome of the Rock. Should be easy, because basically all these little pathways lead up to that area. So I'm just strolling. See, you got a pathway this way, pathway that way. Everybody's selling. Got the guy making bread. Another pathway through there. Food. One of the major Middle Eastern food is that falafel. Chickpea balls. That's falafel. Then they put it in the pita bread, condiments and different things. Real good. Real filling for one thing. Woo. You ain't gonna be hungry. I tell you that much. Strolling through the old city of Jerusalem for my peoples that need to see it, that's never been here. Strolling with the Nubian King. Huh? And my za'atar bread. I'm eat this when I get home. Good. You know about the schnitzel? He shaved the meat off and make a sandwich. See? Shave the meat off. Come on, mana. Adori. Come on, mana.
شاورما بلفة 35.
Say the good more. Hey, Zaki Shili. Zaki.
بدك تصلي؟
Huh?
بدك تصلي؟
Ma.
تصلي بليل؟
They
وين؟
keep a zahab.
كين؟
Tawlek the sham.
كين؟
Okay, I need a gear.
بالسير.
Okay. He asked me did I want to go pray with him. But the swama sandwich, he making up like the drink and the fries go with it. 35 shekel. He say they going to pray. Cause you know they dealing with their holiday. Yeah, man. So you see all these little places. We're looking for the black folks, y'all. Because I got a story to tell. If we don't happen to run into any of them, I'm still going to give you the history, give you the story. Okay? What's that, Jerusalem District Electric Company? Office of the old city. Chevrat Chashma Mechud Yisrael. Yerushalayim. Okay. Going through here. See what's all up in here. See? That's the most step. This is the Atut Ascent. I don't need to go up in there. Stroll a little further. He said they're going to pray, so get up there on that dome. Hold on, let me readjust my mic. Okay. I hope that's better. Isla. No, that's not one of the brothers I want to tell you about. They should be closer to the Dome of the Rock. Hear the birds chirping. Bokito. Sabah khair. Kula khwais. Forgot it's best to speak Arabic up in this section. Got all their pastries, all the sweets, all the sweets you want to eat. And I'm rolling through, looking straight tourist. It's all right. They don't know. I lived in Jerusalem, in Israel, 42 years. Yeah. quiet right now. See this here? Let's go here. See this place here called the Via Dolorosa. Look at that. See that? Guess what that is? This is supposed to be, pathway to Jesus came on the way up to Mount Calvary. There goes some Christian with the cross. Every year at a certain time, you have Christians that come through and they do the march that Jesus went up to Mount Calvary, and they tacked him to the cross between two thieves. I think y'all know that story. I'm gonna go a little further up here. The Via Dolorosa. Y'all see those Christians come up there? There's one of the Muslim prayer towers that during time to pray, you'll hear the guy all over the old city. One of the that uprising that I was in, they you know what, I don't want to go up there. I'm gonna go straight back where I was going. See that tower? The president of Israel was speaking, and it was the first day of Ramadan last year. So you got the Christians and the Muslim and the Jews all up here, and Armenians and Catholics, everybody up here claiming a spot. But what happened on this particular occasion is that the first day of Ramadan, the president was giving a speech up here, and when this speaker go off, this ain't the only one. It's another one up closer to the Temple Mount, and the whole Temple Mount area is actually controlled out of Jordan. There's 4 guys here in Jerusalem that take their instruction from Jordan. But, you know, Israel, they asked the guys, would they turn the speakers off? And so they said, no. This is our holy day. And so they sent the authorities up there and they cut the cable so they couldn't hear it. And
فلافل طعيم اطلعوا اخو البصار
لا אני לא רוצה לאכול עכשיו. אני חוזר הביתה.
יש מקום فلافل طعيم تمام.
איפה? אוקיי. So that was a big deal. But as you see, you got many different people up in here, all claiming Jerusalem as their home. Yep. See the sign here, it says welcome. Ooh. Sorry. Welcome to the old city. They call it Ir Aticha in Hebrew. Nope. She's Muslim. If I see him, I'll let you know. He was telling me, you know, he wanted to show me where this falafel stand that he said was one of the best up in here. I told him I wasn't ready to eat. Not now. Go up here, take a squat for a moment. מה שלומך?
בסדר, איך אתה?
הגב קצת. אפשר לשבת כמה דקות?
אין בעיה, למה לא? בבקשה.
תודה.
אתה מהמשפחה שלנו.
מה?
אתה מהמשפחה שלנו.
Whew. Sister selling dresses. יש שאלה. את מכירה אנשים מדימונה?
אני לא מכירה, אבל כל הסבר שלי זה המשפחה שלי.
כן.
אתה מהמשפחה שלי.
תודה רבה.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. She says that I'm from her family because we're all the same people.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
It's me, Richard.
You're welcome.
I'm Richard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
See, I just saw this chair. Because y'all remember I was in an accident 8 years ago. And I can walk for a period of time. But after a while, the pain to get where I need to stop. So I just saw this chair and sat here. You see that? It's a good day. And I happened to run into a sister. See? Those some tourists right there. They from down on the continent. Yeah, I spent time in Africa. I can tell my people.
I am in Egypt.
You from Egypt?
Yeah.
Ah, Mitsuyan. What city? She's from Egypt.
Yeah.
Which city?
Muslim.
Oh, okay. She's Egyptian.
Yeah.
I'm from born in America, but I've been in Israel 42 years.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
My family, my friend, my brother, my only family.
All your
Yeah.
family's here? Is here?
Which color for me?
Yeah.
Jewish, Yehudim, Muslim. This is my family.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Did you all hear her? She said the whole family is Muslim and they're Egyptians. She's from Egypt. They're Egyptian. So you get a lot today with my walk, stroll in Jerusalem, but I got to get over there to that Dome of the Rock so y'all can see that. My friend, he said they were going to pray, and I wanted you to see it. They going up on the Temple Mount. Let me get the strolling, see if I can catch him. Y'all bear with me now. Hannah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll be back.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Now, why not?
Now, how did Saeed? Beautiful spirit. See? Now this is the hot spot. When they jump off, wait. They be running through here. But today, it's quiet through here. They're not used to seeing big brothers. See, he wanted to show me the falafel stand.
فلافل طعيم.
slicker. Hey, for keep us a half, Lavala? You sure?
ايش مبو؟
Uh,
ايش شام؟
okay.
دكتور شوف العتبة على النهاية مسكرة من هون. بتكون كان من هون ومن هيك تدور الدورة. في باب السلسلة بتاعتك لقيت العتبة مخففة في باب.
Hey. Okay.
أمريكاني. أمريكاني. هذا معانا سفير.
People from everywhere. Come up here. Tourists. Come walk through. She's from somewhere, Asia. Couple of cats there look like they from China.
بتروح لا هو من سوق العتمة انت هاي في كان طريق انتقاد لما ميلت يا السوق هذا اللي يكون بالاقصى السوق
Everybody all right so far? Y'all hear me breathing because back is hurting. I'm fighting the pain.
بلا في لفوق الباب اللي وراه انا كسبكم يا زلمه لا خلاص محمد الو
زي ما
انا من غاب رحت طيب يلا انا وانت بعد ثلاثة تعال تشاف اقعد
לא, אני לא רוצה לאכול.
لما
לא, אני לא רעב. לא עכשיו.
خليه اكل بصل
אבל אני לא מוכן לאכול. זה יותר מדי מוקדם בשבילי. אני אוכל יותר מאוחר.
بدك تروح تصلي على الكباجة ها؟
כן.
لا بدوش بصل لا
שוכרן. He thought I was ready to eat, but I'm not. Too early, and got to get my health together. You know, got to relax. All the tourists walking through. Very, very culturally rich. Very hospitable, as you see. He brought me over here because he said that's the best falafel. And he know them, you know. Family, they stick together. Friends, they stick together. And he brought me here because he thought I wanted something to eat. But look, it's 11:05. I eat late on. I'm going up here. Take y'all over here to the Dome of the Rock. And finish up with you all, and then we're going to go. Because I think you had a rich experience today over here in the old city of Jerusalem. Now, you know, when you say this the old city, this used to be it. Like in ancient Jerusalem, this is what it was. Anyway, I want to roll on. אתה מגיע לשם?
כן, יש מבוא גם.
אוקיי, בסדר.
אל-אקצא.
סליחה. Okay, I'm gonna roll on. He say he gonna come, you know, because he talking. I came on a mission. Huh? B'chazara. See, that's the way they are. They, whew, man, them Palestinians, the Muslim, boy, they take care of you. Go to their house, your shoes coming off. You're gonna drink water, tea, coffee. You're gonna eat, relax. All on them. You don't need no money. Very, very culturally rich. They doing some work up here.
I wonder who makes that.
Everybody rolling through. See, there's some new steps there. You can either tell that. That marble, you call that marble shice in Hebrew. Guess where they get the stones from? To make that marble? Africa. Bring it up on the big ships. Hey, it's happening over here. Let's go here, because he said, make a left. Old steps right here. He doing better than me. Okay. We finally got to at least the western wall. We'll go in there. I wanted to get up there to the dome, but I went over to the side up there with my Palestinian friend, and Israel security said only Palestinians can go up there to the Temple Mount, the actual rock itself. I've been in there. I can tell you what it is. Back in the day, it wasn't like that, you know. I went up through the door. You didn't have the police out there. You just had the Palestinians. And so I went up, spoke some Arab with him, and he just let me in free. So anyway, inside you have a huge rock that they say that's where he was about to make the sacrifice on. And the rock is huge. And it's big enough for you to lay out on, that's for sure. And you see how they see that gold dome up there? That's where the rock is at. This here is the Wailing Wall. You got tours walking through here. Haven't seen any of the particular brothers and sisters that I wanted you to meet. All these are just tourists come from all over the world to see these rocks. Yeah, they got a real serious economic thing going here. Got all them tickets flying into Israel. You got all those tour buses. Matter of fact, the family that own the condo I live in over there on that beach I be telling you about, they own a tour bus company, bringing these people back and forth. And Arovedipo? No, Sheila, Arovedipo. Okay. Mitrian. No, I need some stories. I need Levan Shachor. I'd made better the Tayarim and tourists and everybody. Okay. Banglit? Rocky Vrit? Okay. Hold me out. So all these people, you know, come up here, see this. Man, I really wanted to go up there on that doggone dome, man, because that's where the real stuff is at. All this, see this stack of rocks right there? They say that's the last bit of the wall when King David was here. And so that's where, on the left side over there, you have all the males and all the females weaving and bobbing on the wall and sticking prayers in there. And then in the evening, that's where you see the black Ethiopians come out and take them prayers out the wall and throw them away. And see, look at all these people. This is like what? Man, it's 11:30 in the day. You know how long this gonna go on? Allah, Mashonka. You know how many people gonna run through here? all over Israel. They said, man, tourists brought in $6 billion. Tourism. Coming up here to see these rocks and walk down the Via Dolorosa. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna make a point to my people, brothers and sisters. You see them stones over there? Yeah, you see them. You can see them even better on YouTube or whatever. Them stones, shalom, shalom. Them stones make these people money. Because you see all these people out here, and look, this is a light day. I've been up here and I've stood over there, and there be people all thick through here, tourists. All right? But what I want to say to my people, see how these folks came up in here? No matter what the history is between them and the Palestinians, they got this thing going on an economic base. This is the economic base they're dealing with here. All this is about getting money. And see, this is what they fight for, to be able to keep doing this. Now, for my people, what I want to say, we as a people haven't yet established anything as a people that we can say, okay, this is what we're fighting for, to maintain this. This is physical. You don't have to be spiritual right here. These people see this and they come here and listen to the stories, how this is their land and they the people and they the real Jews and King David and all that. And that builds up some serious energy. And then they turn around and say the Palestinians are our enemies. They're trying to take it from us. Man, I'm like, what? Hey, big man. Hey, big man. Big man. You know, oh, they listen to the tour guide. They got them things in the ear. Oh, that's really smooth, huh? They got the tour guide up front on the speaker. Look at that. She got the thing around her neck, and everybody got earplugged where they're receiving what she's saying. That's why big man don't hear me. They're American. You tell all day long. Anyway, when they talk to their children, they give them this. Like, I got 6 children did the military. My sixth one, the baby girl, she's finishing. She's in there now. And they have a course that you go through. And check this out. They have a course that you go through. Like, if you take this course to study Jewish history, you can get out the military maybe a little bit sooner, you know. But the course is an indoctrination of the Jewish history. Now, they can bring them babies up here, they see this, and they walk through Jerusalem and the Marcus Gate, the Lions Gate, and Jaffa, and all this, and they tell these people, this is our land. And this is what you're fighting for. Now, it's easy for them children to bite into it because they see, they can touch, and they can feel something that they can bite into and give them the motivation to fight for it. But when it comes to my people, what do we have as a people that we can bite into and fight for beyond a good conversation from some brother or sister that can talk real good like me? We have to establish something as a people that give us so much pride. Yom Tov, Avodah Ne'emah. They give us so much pride and joy to say this is us, this is ours, that we'll go through the same fight. That we go through the same fight. You understand? Americans went over there, beat up the, indigenous people, took it. Now they say, hey, they look at New York, they look at all this. It's ours, my country. Brought the brothers and sisters up in there, beat the snot out of them, made them work, build it up. It's ours. Same thing over here. Back in the day, rolled up in here, beat the snot out of the Palestinians, pushed them in a corner. This ours. And now, look at here. Look at what you got. This is the kind of stuff that give your youth and your people the reason to fight. It's easy when you can see these physical things. You know what I'm saying? Look at this here. They do this a lot. What did it say? Western Wall Heritage Center is a gift from Mortimer B. Zuckerman, a visionary leader devoted to the Jewish people in the state of Israel, a partnership. You see what I'm saying? Just finished celebrating something up in there. Yep. Let's go in here. You know me. Be bold. I don't see none of my people in here.
The village club is not open, okay?
I just want to see this.
Look from here,
Yeah, just looking for here. Dat met een beetje vriend. Yeah. See?
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
First and second temple, what do you reckon?
A bunch of, huh?
It's from the first and second temple. Not bad.
Not bad.
That's 2,000 years ago. If we lived that long, it'd be good. Huh? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be different if we lived that long. That's the question.
Where are you from?
I've been in Israel 42 years. I'm from a city named Ashkelon, but I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Where? Atlanta, Georgia. Huh?
Yeah, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I came here in 1981, May 15th.
Oh my God.
I've been here 42 years.
And happy?
Very happy.
Good.
Extremely happy. You can't even believe how happy I am and how comfortable I am.
And so what, there's a lot of you down there from the same time you came, or just you?
No, I just came by myself.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. 6 children,
Oh my God.
2 grandchildren.
Oh, so you're a happy man.
No, very happy, man. You got to put the very in there.
No, you have to say, people say to me, I say, listen, what are you complaining about? You get up in the morning, you can walk, you can talk, you can move around, you can enjoy the world. That's the best thing.
Where you from?
Australia.
Hey, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I do YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Let me get you on film.
Hey, did you watch the footy? Did you watch Australian football?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's real football, not American.
Can I get you on film?
Yeah, of course you can.
What's your name?
Michael.
This is Michael. Where you from? Australia.
I'm from Australia. I was born in Perth, Western Australia.
Hold on. Wait.
I was born. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Just.
Oh, sorry.
The mic. Yeah.
I was born in Perth, Western Australia, in 1949, and travelled the world. Lived here for many years, but lived overseas too. I have 4 children here and 22 grandchildren, and I've just bought a flat.
What do you know about this area here, Mike?
Very little. I don't, that's
What did you tell me?
this they've just uncovered this, and this is from the first and second temple. They've just uncovered it. It's not open yet, but it will be. Just imagine, this is going back thousands of years, and they're just it's not complete yet, but there will be, and it'll be amazing, amazing. Like the whole area around here, all around here, it's proof. Even though the world says, even though UN says, even though the Americans say, the President Biden says, the Jews were here many, many thousands of years ago. The rest is bullshit. I swore, so I don't know.
You did great. You should reassure that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I like people, so I'm good. But I'm retired now.
What kind of celebration they had here?
I don't know. I think they're all bar mitzvahs.
Ah, okay.
No, I think because the whole, there are many going on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Well, a lot. You'll see families there, all in different sections. I would say this is after the ceremony. They made here like a party.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, good luck.
All right,
Well.
Mike. Take care, man. Nice to meet you.
Where's your family? Not here. You by yourself?
No, I'm by myself today. I'm doing this YouTube for my YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
So I'm walking around.
So what's the YouTube channel? Where can I find
Nubian King.
it?
Nubian King.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Nubian King. And you'll see my face.
All right.
You'll
Nice
be
to
there,
meet
Mike.
you. Okay, mate.
All right, man.
I hope they wait. Someone will find me that's actually looking for me. I might be in trouble. Joking. See ya.
Okay, man. All right. It's a good day. Meeting good people. Good conversation. Infomotextually. Hamotech. Motech. Infomotextually. Yedida. Yedida Shili. Oh, he over it? I ain't buy her. Yeah. So anyway, that's enough of this. Let's get on back to where we was going. All right, so you had a good time in Jerusalem. You saw a bunch of stuff, a bunch of rocks. Met some people, had some good conversation. And basically, that's gonna be it for today. It's quiet up here. Folks doing what they do. All right. As you noticed, you didn't see where we saw 2 soul brothers, 3, 4. But anyway, my people, we got to establish something that, would give us that same type of energy and fever and hope and, enthusiasm to stand and fight for. I remember one time, many years ago, some of the elders, was in Tel Aviv taking care of some business. See, they got the children. I told you, they be bringing the children over. And the elders was dealing with some Israeli at the desk. And he said, the Israeli looked up, he said, we know this is y'all land, but prepare yourself to fight. This place is giving these people an identity. You see the guy Michael, he said, it don't make no difference what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? They believe that in their heart, and they're willing to die for it. Now the question is, our people have to establish something that we're willing to fight for, you know what I'm saying, as a people. What is that going to be? What are you willing to fight for? As a people. Something jump off, all these folks was locked up together because it's something that they can see, tangible and real. It don't even go in the spirit. You know, they can say all that stuff, but I look out here in the midst of these people, I might could come up with 5 real bona fide spiritual people. I mean, like really tapped in. Maybe 5. So what is it about? It's about what they can see, what they can touch. That's where they at. And because of that, because of them rocks over there, you just would go to war for some rocks. It's been the Nubian King, and I had a great day up here in Jerusalem, which I'm gonna get on home. I've been wanting to come up here for quite some time to show you all. I just hate that I wasn't able to get up on that dome there because things change, you know. Jerusalem, Israel, you know, they got things on lock. Man, they had the security down at the bottom, couldn't even get up in there. Checking ID, you say if he's not Palestinian, he can't go up there. They're not letting anyone else, you know, because there's so much controversy. But like I said, many years ago, about 25 years ago, I was able to go up there, and in there's an incredibly huge rock. When I say huge, you could put a bus on top of it. It's flat and it's at an angle. It starts maybe about 1.5 foot off the floor on this end, and it goes all the way up to about 6-7 feet on the other end. And it's about 15 feet wide, and it angles up. And then it goes down in the ground a long ways, and it has an indention in it that they built a set of stairs where you literally can walk down the stairs and be up in the rock. And that's the rock that's under that dome, the one that they say brother's about to make the sacrifice, kill his son to show his dedication to God, Creator. Okay. All right. It's been the Nubian King, Jerusalem, Israel. Had a lot of fun with you. Y'all saw some interesting sights. I mean, we got right up in it, you know. I didn't think it was going to turn out that good because, you know, my objective was to come here, walk down through the walkway, show you the sights, which I did, and then happened to run up on a friend of mine that worked together. Kaboom! And this little place that just came out of, they had some type of something going on in there. And I walk in and everybody look, oof, but you got to walk in with power and authority like you belong there. Ain't nobody say nothing. There wasn't nobody going to say nothing, you know. And just like the guy said, this area is closed. I said, if I want to see this, he said, okay, no problem. And the other dude might come up from Australia. He got a lot of conversation. So you got a good show today. I hope the sound is good. If not, I'll redo it. But it's been your brother Nubian King in Israel. Okay, at this point, I got a treat for you that's going to blow your hair back. If you wear a wig, how they said, this is going to blow your wig back. If you got an afro, it said, let the wind blow through the afro. Anyway, you remember earlier in my walk, I told you to see if you can spot some brothers and sisters and black people that look like they're not tourists. You know, they generally like white t-shirt, black pants, tennis shoes. They look at home. Okay, we didn't see anybody fit that description. And you remember I told you my 2 objectives was get up down the dome of the rock so you can see what the rock actually looked like, and to see if we can get with some of those brothers and sisters that was so special. Now, here's the deal. Those brothers and sisters are actually, in fact, the original members of the 12 tribes of Israel that never left Jerusalem. These are the brothers and sisters that was that one tribe that the Roman general Titus kept in Jerusalem, and they lived in prison cells. Believe it or not, on the way out, I ran into one of the brothers. Wow. When I tell you this was a real serious spiritual ordained by the creation walk through Jerusalem, I was leaving out, and like I told you before, at a certain point, my ligaments get tired after I walk so far. This is the most walking I've done in quite some time. And I had to stop. I had to stop, take a break. And I was walking out, I saw a chair, and I went to sit down, and there was a brother walking in front of me a few steps, and it was two chairs right by each other. And so he looked like he was about to go and sit down, and I said, okay, cool. Excuse me. I'll sit in the other chair. And so as he turned around, he saw me there, and we looked at each other, and he saw that I went to sit down. He said, oh, but please, sit down, have a seat, no problem. And I looked at him, I said, wait a minute. Do you know me? And he smiled. He said, I don't recognize you. Come to find out, he's the brother of the brother that we used to contact and go up there. Now, just in brevity, when I shook that brother's hand, you'll see it on the video, that connected me to a tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel that never left Jerusalem. That one tribe that the Roman general Titus, when they pillaged Jerusalem and conquered it, kept one of the 12 tribes in Jerusalem. This brother is a member of that tribe that never left Jerusalem. And I want you to meet him now. I found him. Yes. You all must understand the brother that you're looking at now. Let me tell you something about real history. I came here 27 years ago with our elder, Prince Shalia. He introduced me to this man 27 years ago. What you have to understand is all of this with people like him, brothers like him.
Yes.
Shake my hand, my brother. Listen, you see that?
Yeah.
Listen to me. This brother is one of the original tribes of Israel that never left this land.
Yeah. Ayman.
His name is
Ayman.
Ayman.
Yes.
His family lives here. This man is a part of that tribe that when the Roman general Titus threw out the house of Israel, they kept one back in Israel to work for them. This man is one of that original that never left this land. I found it. I happened to be walking out and I stopped and sat down to rest, and he walked and I looked at him and he looked familiar. I'm like, wait a minute. I know that face. And I asked him, he said, yeah. Prince Shalia used to come and he brought his whole family out. You see, this is the first black man y'all seen original here. This is one of the original descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel that used to inhabit this land all over the place. This is him. His son is sitting down there. That's your mother, your Ima?
My mother
His mother's down there and his Ima. I'm gonna take his number, and next time I'm gonna call him so we can set it up that the whole family comes.
Yeah.
And that way you will be able to reconnect with your history. African Americans in America in the diaspora. This brother here, as I touch his hand, reconnect me back to our original people. Yeah. Because this is that group you see that never left Israel that you'll never see on the mainstream news media anywhere. All you're gonna see is them talking. But who is this black man? If you don't know who he is, you just think he's another black man in Jerusalem. Yeah. But this is the one. Wow, this is powerful today. Okay, Ayman.
Okay, my brother.
And as always, I love you with the perfect love. how much I love you from the basement of my heart to the attic of my mind. I love you 24/7. That means I love you all the time. Shalom from Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock, Kippah HaZahab, the Western Wall.